There are plenty of big news stories to get to, but first, I have to pay the bills. And I don't mean the IRS. Winding up in the spam box in my apartment building still counts as it never coming in the mail. Speaking of the man, there's a great new workout craze sweeping the country. Turn that flab into fab, and no, that doesn't mean the Beatles. Save the world and your ass. Fight tyranny rocking a six-pack, and turn that six-pack from beers to jeers aimed at your most vocal issues. Want to know how to fight the power and the burn at the same time? Wave that flag and trim that sag. Introducing Antifa abs. Rip those abs while you rip those flags. Burn cars while you burn carbs. When you really want to screw the police, but only by mutual consent and during off hours. They do have an important job to do, and focus is important. Check out these before and afters. Push up while you push back and defend freedom for all while you take a free-for-all on those biceps. Nothing gets your arms more pumped than shaking your fist and your flag at those hoses pumping water back at you. If you burn your car, you'll have to walk far and get in the best shape of your life. That's why all those guys are marching instead of riding. And it has nothing to do with the fact that they can't afford a car. Do 9 crunches and get the 10th one free, then do 100 more. You've heard of 8-minute abs. If you watch movies, you've even heard of 7-minute abs. Most simp incels living in their mom's basements just can't last anywhere near that long anymore. They call that a marathon, more like 8 seconds. So steal your mom's credit card or knock over a retail store in a place that won't prosecute you, and be sure to buy that first video today. For a bonus, you can get personalized instruction from people who know what they're talking about. No, I don't mean particle physics, and I don't mean whale biology. Some of you might be just too darn stupid to understand some things. But real men who can turn you softies into rippled stacks and jacked backs. It just takes money and time. And any discernible ability. Get your abs today or your mother's money back. Or 7-Eleven, depending on which route you took. That's Antifa abs.
Hang on, folks, I've just been handed a breaking news bulletin. Stand by. If you ever want to see your loved ones again, leave $10,000 in non-sequential bills in a plain duffel. In sports today. Have you ever heard about that thing with Richard Gere and the gerbil?
I don't like this question.
Come on, Mr. President, don't be shy.
You have to tell the truth. You got beat to hell.
Have you ever wondered what Stephen Miller looks like in a fresh set of panties?
No, I'm not worried about it at all.
Some Democrats in Congress say they're into unusual sex, like bondage with unwound VHS tape and doing it under a net while people play pickleball above them.
It's going to take place today at 3 o'clock in the Oval Office.
What kind of toys would they use?
So I'm a little out of my league in that one because I didn't know too much about it. I knew one thing. They were going at it for many years with machetes.
I saw some chicks on a webcam twist themselves into pretzels and find an inventive way to incorporate several shoots of asparagus without using their hands. Can you believe that?
They did things that nobody thought was possible.
Who's responsible for making espresso when you meet with Democrats?
Well, they'll make a little bit. I want to be nice. They'll make a little bit. Oh, we'll make a little bit.
Would you consider hanging a disco ball from Adam Schiff's left nostril?
Well, you know, we're a little early for that, but something like that. Yeah, we'll do something like that.
What will happen if Congress doesn't pass your bill to make picking your nose illegal?
If it's not approved, your taxes will go up by 68%. Think of that, 68, a record, the highest in the history.
I heard that a lot of Democrats got a cold.
So they want to see a 68% tax increase.
And to think I could ruin it all by blowing my nose.
It's very dangerous because our country would go from being the most successful country in the world to who knows what happens with a 68%, think of it, 68% tax increase.
If, like me, you've ever confused a microphone for suppository, you know how awkward moments like this can be.
This week's Awesome Report is brought to you by some a-hole on Santa Monica Boulevard. Seriously, just run down there, tell him I sent you. Hang out, knit something, play croquet.
The University of California, Berkeley will henceforth be known as Barkley after a sizable donation from NBA legend Charles Barkley. He reportedly made the sizable donation because he thought it should be pronounced that way, and it's always bugged him. Trump met with several members from the intelligence community today: the CIA, the NSA, DIA, NWA, PGA, WNBA, MLB, NFL. If you've ever seen those channels showing logs burning in a fireplace, check this out. Available on your local cable provider. An array of different channels showing various shades of paint drying, from light pink to dark pink to various shades of yellow and blue and green, pretty much any color to suit your personality.
Big announcement from United Airlines today. United Airlines stock got a big boost with the announcement of their new in-flight program. Friday night flight fights featured on cross-country flights from New York to LA. Flight attendants even donned sexy outfits and strolled the aisles with brightly colored signs between rounds.
You learn something new every day. For instance, today, I learned that Starbucks did not get its name from one of the co-founders who was a big Battlestar Galactica fanboy. And quite frankly, I'm all the better for it.
I'd like to take a moment to thank all of our time-traveling viewers with us today from the future. Thanks for the great stock tips. And it's cool, because the SEC isn't even around anymore at that point. And keep an eye out for that Key and Peele presidential ticket coming soon. How's that for a dated reference? Police arrested a sexy female flasher in the park today. She was charged with pretty decent exposure, alright.
Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer once tried to invent his own new baseball pitch called the Chuckle Ball. I have found incontrovertible evidence that will send shockwaves through the political system. I have uncovered proof that during the height of the 2016 presidential campaign, that Republican nominee Donald Trump once looked at Russia on a map. This will shock many pundits across the political spectrum who thought Trump couldn't find Russia on a map. Shocking news for Marvel fans, if there's still any left. The Hulk died of gangrene today that nobody had any real way of detecting or ever saw coming.
When are you finally going to open up and tell Melania how you really feel?
I mean, I have a list of things. We're like 38 on the list.
Do you wish you had been invited to Jeff Bezos' wedding?
You know what they're thinking of? They're thinking about tomorrow, trying to live. It's such a mess. It's such a mess.
Are you going to do anything for the newlyweds?
They were just telling me they never thought they'd ever be coming to the White House, and they're so honored. And so we're going to give them a great big reception. But that's after many years of fighting. It's a great thing. That's at 3 o'clock, I believe.
Unless they're too tired from all the sex on the honeymoon.
Can I tell you? They're exhausted.
What will you do if Amazon refuses to refund your return for their jazzercise course you ordered?
I would have brought the military if it was necessary, because you have to. We have the right to.
You also moonlight for Uber Eats. Is that easy to do, driving around in the Beast?
It is a dangerous business. What I do is a dangerous business.
Are you concerned about finishing your Sudoku puzzle by 8 o'clock tonight?
We'd like to get it done by that time, if possible.
How often do people get killed in crochet clubs?
1/10 of 1% die. But that's not a lot, but it's people die.
People I'd most like to punch in the face. That sit and sleep guy, Jesse Waters. Nothing personal, you just have a very punchable face. Actually, I quite like the guy. Paul Rudd, both before and after Ghostbusters. The Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man, for the good of New York. Hillary Swank, but only because I had a good arms day today, and she's older now, so I feel like I could take her. Anyone from the Rings of Power. Anyone who admits to liking the Rings of Power. Jesse Waters again. I won't say Pauly Shore, because the poor man has had enough. Conor McGregor when he's not looking, and preferably after I've snuck up behind him and secretly put shackles around his ankles, and I've taken some performance-enhancing substances with a big head start. Jesse Waters. Conan O'Brien in his sleep, not Dwayne Johnson, because you just don't mess with perfection. And the fairy godmother from Cinderella, the animated one.
A sexist would say.